PS6 rumored specs. Let's talk about it. So, across the board, here's how I look at the PS6. It's not going to come out till 2029. It's hopefully going to come out once this AI bubble starts to burst a little bit. This AI bubble starts to collapse a little bit. And we can somewhat enjoy a decently priced, okay priced console. I know that's crazy to say out loud, but I think that's really where we are when it comes to the PS6. We're not seeing it anytime soon for good reason. So according to this, we are going to see 30 gigabytes of GDDR7 unified. Sorry, my bad. Been a long day. Unified RAM. I do want to go ahead and real fast and give a shout out. Shout out to Zuby Tech for posting this on Twitter. As always, shout out to credit the sources here. But this is being posted / speculated across the board. This is not just Zuby Tech. So just a little side note there. But here's what I'll say about the PS6. I feel like, and this is going for a lot of things now, the 6000 series graphics cards, we see this with the PS6. The next Xbox going to be the same way. There is such a push toward DSSR, frame gen, FSR with AMD, right? There is such a push to just create these fake frames, use AI, that I don't know how powerful the PS6 will be base-wise. It will be powerful enough, I think, to run most games, if not all, at 60 FPS guaranteed. But I think there's going to be a scenario where this console is going to be less about how much RAM does it have, and how much, power does it have, how crazy powerful is it. I think it's going to be more based on, okay, what can we do with the new technology we have? And we see this with the 5000 series. I mean, I have a 5070 Ti, and reality-wise, 5070 Ti, how powerful is it? It's as powerful as DSLR or DSSL will go ahead and push it, right? So that's kind of how I see the PS6 here, is it's based on how well this technology performs when it comes to the future of this industry. Now, PlayStation has their own PSSR. They have their own upscaling technology that they use with the PS5 Pro. But I just think that we're going to see less of base power from this console and more just like, okay, add a bunch of VRAM in there. Because usually when it comes to frame gen or upscaling, VRAM is like the most important thing. You want to have virtual memory on your GPU rather than as much, RAM, like physical RAM on your device. So I think that's where we're going to see a lot, is we might see a crap ton of VRAM, and they might just push this thing to limits that we have never seen with, upscaling, where it's not as crazy insane technology-wise, but it is using AI. So that's kind of how I feel like with new consoles moving forward. I don't think we're going to see consoles that are based on pure power anymore. So this does look powerful, and this has a lot of power in it. It says 6 to 12 times more faster than a PS5, which I think base power-wise, the PS6 will probably be 2 or 3 times faster than the PS5. But I think what's going to have is that upscaling and that technology that pushes it. So it's, only like 2 or 3 times faster. But reality-wise, with the upscaling, it's like 8 or 9 times faster. It's up to 10 times faster. But it's all fake, frames, all fake AI frames. So that's kind of how I look at it. But hardware ray tracing acceleration, 30 to 40 teraflops, estimated 52 compute units. I think it's going to be a powerful console. Like, again, I don't want to kind of take that away from it, but it's the future, man. It's the future. And it's easier to spend money on this AI upscaling than it is to actually just create a pure powerful beast of a console. Just not really logical. Like for example, I have a 5070 Ti. If I compare that to like a 5090, 5090 blows it out of the park, right? AI upscaling, with base native support, base native power, the 5090 kills my 5070 Ti. But with upscaling, if I put in a 1440p monitor right now at, let's say, 144 excuse me, 144 refresh rate, right, FPS or whatever hertz, and I put a 5090 and a 5070 Ti, because of AI upscaling, I could get pretty even numbers between a 5090 and a 5070 Ti if the monitor is the limiting factor of 144 hertz at 1440p. You know, that 5090 might be way more powerful. Base 5090 might be way more powerful than my 5070 Ti. But if I put that kind of limiting factor, I could get there with my 5070 Ti, no issue. So that's kind of the whole stuff. But anyway, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. See you guys next one. Peace.